The Ten Commandments is a timeless cinematic masterpiece, celebrated for its epic storytelling and star-studded cast. But behind the grandeur of the silver screen lies a series of life-altering twists of fate. Many of the actors who brought this classic to life faced unexpected accidents that dramatically changed their paths. Now, in 2025, we revisit these once bright stars to uncover their journeys after the spotlight dimmed. Where are they now, and how have they rebuilt their lives in the face of adversity? Dive into these gripping, emotional tales that remind us of the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit. Charlton Heston, who portrayed Moses in The Ten Commandments, was 33 years old when he took on the role of the strong and determined leader with a deep sense of justice and faith. His commanding presence and resonant voice brought the biblical figure to life, earning him widespread acclaim. Beyond this iconic role, Heston's career spanned over 6 decades, featuring memorable performances in films like Ben-Hur, for which he won an Academy Award, and Planet of the Apes. In his personal life, Heston married Lydia Marie Clark in 1944, a union that lasted 64 years until his passing. The couple had 2 children, a son, Fraser Clark Heston, who became a filmmaker, and an adopted daughter, Holly Ann Heston. Despite his public image as a steadfast and heroic figure, Heston faced several personal challenges, including a battle with prostate cancer in 1998, treatment for alcoholism in 2000, and a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease in 2002. He also experienced professional controversies due to his political activism, notably his presidency of the National Rifle Association from 1998 to 2003. Heston passed away on April 5, 2008, at the age of 84, with his wife by his side. At the time of his death, his estate was estimated to be valued at around $40 million, reflecting his successful and enduring career in Hollywood. Anne Baxter, who portrayed the passionate and cunning Nefertiti in The Ten Commandments, was 33 when she took on the role. Her deep, smoky voice and piercing gaze made her portrayal of a woman torn between love and power unforgettable. Yet beyond the dazzling costumes and grandeur, her personal life was filled with heartbreak. She married 3 times, first to actor John Hodiak, with whom she had a daughter, Katrina, then to Randolph Galt, with whom she had 2 daughters, Melissa and Maginal, and finally to stockbroker David Klee, though their marriage ended abruptly when he passed away within months. Her relationships were marked by instability. Her first marriage collapsed due to incompatibility, and the second ended in divorce. After parting ways with Galt, Baxter settled in Easton, Connecticut, where she sought solitude and a life away from Hollywood's chaos. While she continued acting, appearing in television and stage roles, she never reclaimed the prominence of her earlier career. Her life was tragically cut short when she suffered a brain aneurysm while walking on Madison Avenue in New York on December 12, 1985, at the age of 62. Though her financial estate remains undisclosed, she left behind a lasting artistic legacy and 3 daughters. Deborah Paget, who portrayed Lilia in The Ten Commandments, was 23 years old when she embodied the gentle and kind character symbolizing hope amidst hardship. Born on August 19, 1933, in Denver, Colorado, Paget hailed from a showbiz family, which paved the way for her early entry into acting. Her performance as Lilia showcased her ability to bring depth and warmth to her roles, making her a memorable presence in the film. Despite her on-screen success, Paget's personal life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships. Her first marriage to singer David Street in 1958 was annulled after just 4 months. She then married director Bud Boetticher in 1960, but this union also ended in divorce after a year. In 1962, she married Chinese oil executive Louis C. Kung, with whom she had a son named Gregory. This marriage lasted until 1980, after which Paget chose to retire from acting and lead a more private life. As of today, Paget is 91 years old and resides in Texas, having embraced a life away from the limelight. Her estimated net worth is around $10 million, accumulated from her successful acting career and prudent investments. Paget's journey reflects a blend of professional acclaim and personal challenges, embodying the complexities often faced by those in the entertainment industry. John Derek, who portrayed Joshua in The Ten Commandments, was 30 years old when he took on the role of the brave and loyal leader, symbolizing hope for the enslaved Hebrews. Born as Derek DeLevin Harris on August 12, 1926, in Hollywood, California, Derek's striking looks and charismatic presence made him a standout in the film. However, his personal life was fraught with complexities and tragedies. Derek was married 4 times, first to actress Patty Bayers in 1948, with whom he had 2 children, Russell and Shawn Catherine. This marriage ended in divorce in 1956, following his affair with actress Ursula Andress, whom he married in 1957. This second marriage lasted until 1966. In 1968, he married actress Linda Evans, but they divorced in 1974. His 4th marriage was to Bo Derek in 1976, a union that lasted until his death. Tragically, his son Russell was paralyzed from the chest down due to a motorcycle accident in 1969 and passed away in 1999. Derek's career transitioned from acting to directing, where he faced criticism for the explicit content of his films, which often featured his wives, leading to strained personal relationships. Despite these challenges, he maintained a close bond with his daughter, Shawn Catherine, who became best friends with his 3rd wife, Linda Evans. Derek passed away on May 22, 1998, at the age of 71, due to heart problems. At the time of his death, his estate was estimated to be valued at $7 million, a testament to his enduring presence in Hollywood. Yvonne DiCarlo, who played the wise and devoted Sephora, was 34 years old when she portrayed the loving wife of Moses, a role that showcased her grace and quiet strength. However, behind the scenes, DiCarlo's life was far from the serene world of her character. Her love life was filled with heartbreak. She was engaged multiple times but never found lasting happiness until she married stuntman Robert Drew Morgan in 1955. Their marriage was troubled from the start, especially after Morgan lost a leg in a tragic accident, which placed immense strain on their relationship. They had 2 sons, Bruce and Michael, but family life was not without struggles, as financial hardships forced DiCarlo to take any role she could to support them. The decline of her career in the late 1960s left her struggling for work, and she eventually found herself typecast in horror films and minor TV roles. Her final years were spent in a retirement home, plagued by health issues, including strokes that left her weak and isolated. She passed away on January 8, 2007, at the age of 84, her fortune reduced to an estimated $500,000. Though she was once a Hollywood beauty, her later years were marked by financial and emotional struggles, making her life as tragic as it was glamorous. Yul Brynner, who portrayed Pharaoh Ramesses in The 10 Commandments, was 36 years old when he took on the role. His portrayal of the proud, ambitious, and unyielding ruler of Egypt cemented his legacy as one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. With his signature shaved head and commanding presence, Brynner brought an air of absolute authority to the character. However, behind his cinematic triumphs lay a life filled with personal turmoil. He married 4 times, first to actress Virginia Gilmore, with whom he had a son, Yul Rock Brynner II, then to Chilean model Doris Kleiner, with whom he had a daughter, Victoria, later to Jacqueline Thien de la Chaume, adopting 2 daughters, Mia and Melody, from Vietnam, and finally to actress Kathy Lee. Additionally, he had a daughter, Lark, from an affair with actress Frankie Tilden. His marriages were often turbulent, ending in divorce or estrangement, with rumors of affairs, including one with Marlene Dietrich. Despite a flourishing career post the 10 Commandments in films like The King and I and The Magnificent Seven, Brynner faced loneliness and health struggles. A lifelong smoker, he succumbed to lung cancer on October 10, 1985, at 65. His estate was estimated at $10 million, with significant assets left to his fourth wife, including a New York apartment. Edward G. Robinson, who portrayed the cunning and treacherous Dathan in the Ten Commandments, was 62 years old when he brought to life the opportunistic overseer who aligned himself with power, no matter the cost. His performance was filled with deceitful charm, a stark contrast to his real-life struggles. Despite his success, Robinson's personal life was marred by heartbreak. His first marriage to Gladys Lloyd, which produced a son, Edward G. Robinson Jr., was tumultuous, filled with separations and reconciliations before ending in divorce. His relationship with his son was equally troubled, as Edward Jr. struggled with substance abuse and legal troubles, leaving his father heartbroken. Financial difficulties also plagued Robinson. Despite earning a fortune from his films, he lost much of it to poor investments and legal battles, particularly during the Hollywood blacklist era when he was falsely accused of communist ties. Though he later cleared his name, the stress took a toll on his health. By the late 1960s, he suffered from cancer, which claimed his life on January 26, 1973, at the age of 79. His estate, once worth millions, had dwindled due to his financial losses, leaving behind a modest $100,000. His legacy as an actor remained untarnished, but his final years were fraught with loneliness and regret. Nina Foch, who brought to life the character of Bethia in The Ten Commandments, was 32 years old during the film's 1956 release. Her portrayal of Bethia, the compassionate Egyptian princess who adopts Moses, highlighted her ability to convey warmth and depth. Foch's personal life, however, was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships. She was married 3 times, first to actor James Lipton in 1954, a union that ended in divorce in 1959, then to television writer Dennis DeBrito later that year, with whom she had her only child, a son named Dirk DeBrito, before divorcing in 1963, and finally to theater producer Michael Duell in 1967, a marriage that lasted until 1993. These successive marriages and divorces suggest a search for enduring partnership that remained elusive. Beyond her personal relationships, Foch faced professional challenges, including the struggle to transition from ingenue roles to mature characters in Hollywood's evolving landscape. She also endured health issues later in life, battling myelodysplasia, a blood disorder that ultimately led to her passing on December 5, 2008, in Los Angeles at the age of 84. Despite these hardships, Foch remained dedicated to the arts, teaching, directing the actor, at USC's School of Cinematic Arts for over 4 decades. At the time of her death, her estate was estimated to be worth around $1 million, a testament to her enduring commitment to her craft and education. Sir Cedric Hardwicke, who portrayed Pharaoh Sethi in The Ten Commandments, was 63 years old during the film's release in 1956. His depiction of Sethi, the wise and authoritative ruler of ancient Egypt, showcased his commanding presence and depth as an actor. Despite a distinguished career spanning stage and screen, Hardwicke's personal life was marked by complexities. He was married twice, first to actress Helena Pickard in 1928, with whom he had a son, Edward Hardwicke, who later became a respected actor himself. This marriage ended in divorce in 1948. 2 years later, in 1950, Hardwicke married actress Mary Scott. This union produced a daughter but concluded in divorce in 1961. His familial relationships were often strained, possibly due to the demands of his acting career and transatlantic commitments. Hardwicke's life was not without its tribulations. He experienced the upheavals of World War I, navigated the challenges of 2 divorces, and faced the pressures of maintaining relevance in a rapidly evolving entertainment industry. He passed away on August 6, 1964, in New York City at the age of 71 due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. At the time of his passing, His estate was estimated to be valued at approximately $500,000, reflecting his successful yet tumultuous journey in the world of performing arts. Judith Anderson, who played Memnet, the loyal servant in The Ten Commandments, was 59 years old when she embodied this complex character. Her portrayal added depth to the narrative, showcasing her exceptional acting prowess. Off-screen, Anderson's life was a tapestry of professional acclaim and personal tribulations. She married twice, first to English professor Benjamin Harrison Lehman in 1937, a union that produced a son, Benjamin Harrison Lehman Jr., but ended in divorce in 1939. Her second marriage was to theatrical producer Luther Green in 1946, which also concluded in divorce in 1951. Anderson faced numerous challenges, including the difficulties of balancing her illustrious stage and screen career with her personal life, the societal pressures of being a prominent woman in the arts during her era, and the emotional strains of her divorces. Despite these obstacles, she remained dedicated to her craft, earning the title of Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1960 for her contributions to the performing arts. Anderson continued to act well into her later years, including a notable role in Star Trek III: The Search for Spock in 1984. She passed away from pneumonia on January 3, 1992, at the age of 94. Her estate was valued at approximately $3 million, reflecting her successful and enduring career. Martha Scott, who portrayed Jochebed, the devoted mother of Moses in The Ten Commandments, was 44 years old when she took on this significant role. Her portrayal captured the essence of maternal sacrifice and unwavering faith, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Despite her professional achievements, Scott's personal life was marked by both triumphs and challenges. She first married radio producer and announcer Carlton W. Alsop in 1940, with whom she had a son, Carlton Scott Alsop. This marriage ended in divorce in 1946. Later that same year, she wed jazz pianist and composer Mel Powell, and together they had two daughters, Kathleen Powell and Mary Powell Harpel. This union lasted until Powell's death in 1998. Throughout her life, Scott faced several personal hardships, including the early loss of her parents, the pressures of maintaining a career in Hollywood while raising a family, and the emotional toll of her husband's prolonged illness before his passing. She continued to work in television and theater, often playing maternal figures, reflecting her own life experiences. Martha Scott passed away from natural causes on May 28, 2003, at the age of 90. At the time of her death, her estate was estimated to be valued at $5 million, a testament to her enduring success in the entertainment industry. Vincent Price, who portrayed Baca in The Ten Commandments, was 44 years old when he took on the role of the cruel and manipulative overseer, embodying the oppression of the Hebrews. His portrayal added a sinister depth to the character, enhancing the film's dramatic tension. Despite his professional success, Price's personal life was complex. He married 3 times, first to actress Edith Barrett in 1938, with whom he had a son named Vincent Barrett Price before their divorce in 1948. His second marriage was to costume designer Mary Grant in 1949. They had a daughter, Victoria Price, but divorced in 1973. His third marriage was to actress Coral Brown in 1974, lasting until her death in 1991. Price's relationships were often strained by his demanding career and personal interests. Beyond acting, he was an avid art collector and gourmet cook, authoring several cookbooks. He faced health challenges, including Parkinson's disease, in his later years. Vincent Price passed away on October 25, 1993, at the age of 82, due to lung cancer. His estate was estimated to be valued at $5 million, reflecting his successful career and diverse interests. John Carradine, who portrayed Aaron in The Ten Commandments, was 49 years old when he took on the role of Moses' eloquent and loyal brother, providing steadfast support throughout their journey. His deep voice and commanding presence brought gravitas to the character. Carradine's personal life was marked by turbulence. He married 4 times, first Ardenelle Abigail McCool in 1935, with whom he had a son, David Carradine, before their divorce in 1944. His second marriage to actress Sonia Sorrell in 1945 produced 3 sons, Keith, Robert, and Christopher, before ending in a contentious divorce in 1957. He then married Doris Rich in 1957. She tragically died in a house fire in 1971. His final marriage was to Emily Cisneros in 1975, lasting until his death. Carradine's family life was often strained, with custody battles and periods of estrangement from his children. He faced financial difficulties despite a prolific career, appearing in over 200 films, often in low-budget horror movies. In his later years, he suffered from severe arthritis, impacting his mobility. John Carradine passed away on November 27, 1988, at the age of 82, due to natural causes. His estate was modest, estimated at $300,000, reflecting the financial challenges he faced despite his extensive filmography. Olive Dearing, who portrayed Miriam in The 10 Commandments, was 37 years old at the time of the film's release. Her character, Miriam, is depicted as compassionate, courageous, and deeply devoted to her faith and family, playing a pivotal role in supporting her brother, Moses, throughout his journey. Beyond this iconic role, Dearing's acting career encompassed both stage and screen, with notable performances in productions like Another Part of the Forest and The World of Susie Wong. Despite her professional achievements, Dearing's personal life was marked by solitude. She was married to actor Leo Penn in 1947, but the union was short-lived, ending in divorce without children. Dearing did not remarry and had no offspring, leading to a life often characterized by isolation. She faced several personal tragedies, including the early loss of her parents, a battle with depression, financial instability post-divorce, and health challenges in her later years. Olive Dearing passed away on March 22, 1986, at the age of 67, due to cancer. At the time of her passing, her estate was modest, reflecting a life dedicated more to her craft than to financial gain. Douglas Dumbrell, who portrayed Jans in The 10 Commandments, was 66 years old when he took on the role of the shrewd and defiant Egyptian priest and magician. His portrayal added depth to the pharaoh's unyielding court magicians, embodying the resistance against Moses' divine mission. Dumbrell's career spanned over 4 decades, with over 200 film appearances, often cast as the suave villain in classics like Mr. Deeds Goes to Town and A Day at the Races. His personal life saw its share of complexities. He was first married to Jessie Lawson in 1911, with whom he had 2 sons, John Lawson and Douglas Murray. This marriage lasted until Jessie's passing in 1957. In a turn that caught public attention, Dumbrell married Patricia Mowbray in 1960 when he was 70 and she was 28, the daughter of his close friend, actor Alan Mowbray. Despite the significant age difference and societal scrutiny, Dumbrell defended their union, emphasizing mutual happiness over public opinion. He continued to act in television and film, maintaining a steady presence in the industry. Douglas Dumbrell passed away on April 2, 1974, at the age of 84, due to a heart attack. His estate was estimated to be valued at around $1 million, accumulated from his extensive acting career. He was remembered not only for his prolific work on screen but also for his distinctive ability to portray memorable antagonists. Who is your favorite character from the 10 Commandments? How does it feel knowing that some of the actors are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future uploads. Thank you for your support.